Hello, gamers. We are so back. Had to miss the last stream because I was a little bit sick. Not really feeling it. A little ill, you might even say. Right, so I do have these extra ships. I should probably drop those off in storage. Also, Final Wish 413 is now a certified gamer. Welcome aboard. Alright. Don't remember what I was doing last week, but I clearly just beat... Yeah, okay. No, now I do remember. I was doing this. Got the planet killer, and I was about to find out what happens if you give it to the path to see her leave the fleet like some people claimed. That's what I was about to find out. Okay. Guess nothing too complicated then. I might as well get started. Although I suppose the first thing I would do is drop off these ships so we're not burning through a ton of fuel. Yo, 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 what is up, gamers? Not much, Dark Anubis. Yellow Hammer. Classic. Yar, I have heard that a case of scurvy had been going around, Captain. Is this true? Yes. In fact, I might still be a little sick, but we're probably fine. Alright, let's drop these off. Storage. Leave. Okay, that's better. You know, what if... No. The pirates would never be able to reproduce this if I sold this in the black market, right? They wouldn't just start producing their own nanoforges. Of course not. It's impossible. But just in case, I think I'm going to put it into storage. It's so sad that such a fine man has caught Ligma. Such a shame. I might have added a few extra words there. This makes sure pox are not real. Fact-checked by true patriots. Patriots of what? The domain? Because the domain doesn't exist, buddy. It's not real. It's all hegemony propaganda. At this point, I've got so many of these colony items, I might as well just kind of leave them. I think. We can't even use most of them. Like if I... Okay, hold on. Let me check my colonies. Alright, here we're going to need to fill up a few of them. A couple. Yeah, this one doesn't get... Yeah, okay. Do you have any alpha cores? New. So this one I can definitely drop off here. Along with a pristine nanoforge. That's going to be it for now. Till it grows. But yeah. Macro-industrial complex, well, we're going to get to that. Like, you know what? We don't have another pristine nanoforge. Oh, apparently I didn't learn those. Oh, you know what? They were probably brought back by one of those expeditions. I guess that's why. Because I wouldn't put them there. Definitely not. And apparently we've already learned this one. I guess? Yeah, already known. So might as well just sell it to the pirates. They can make their own blah. You know, just go ahead. Go crazy, guys. Make your own blueprints. Make your own nanoforges. Is negative growth currently? Well, yeah, because it did just get started. Although I suppose I can just do hazard pay. It's not like it matters. What can go wrong? Nothing. Oh, we've got the mismanagement penalty. Hold on. Man out of time. Minus 10% market upkeep, plus 25% fleet size. Oh, hold on. You don't say. 25% fleet size. Well, we've got the cryo engine on this one. And as this site grows, we're going to get this up to... Yeah, because for the most part we had these two, then we built Monaco. And now we've still got 2 more to go. It seems reasonable. This place is already done. Not much else to add. Oh, look at that. It even adds organics. I assumed it was just going to add ores and transplutonics, but it adds all of them. Not bad. A final wish. Thank you for the 20 memberships. It looks like Cooler Guy might have some competition for someone just throwing out what is clearly some kind of money laundering scheme. And should someone beat me to it? Yeah, apparently. The playstyle for Access to the Domain is significantly different from normal gameplay, which makes the lid to... Yeah, it does seem like that. You do need a lot more colonies. I mean, if you're good at managing like 7 different colonies at once, then it probably wouldn't drag out as much, because you can grow them all at the same time. Attack Salad. Now that's a name. Everybody who has a name, I want you to look at Attack Salad and remember that that is a real name. Did you paint the old slot red? I did not. I forgot to do that. I apologize. I give to you my apologies. Just found your channel recently. Love your content so far. I'm still catching up on your Star Sector videos. Well, welcome aboard, Final Wish. Thank you for your contribution to the growing real pirate sector. Domain agent sabotages red paint supply. Yes. Yeah, of course. If nothing is ever my fault. No. It's always... It's those damn domain agents. Always sneaking around, trying to make sure I don't let the truth be known. Yeah, that's what it is. Yo, what are those purple ships? Those are from Secrets of the Frontier. They're not pirate ships, but I mean, I gave the captain an eye patch, so it's close enough. What else do I want to do with these colonies? Yeah, I think there's not much I can do here other than wait for them to grow. Monaco. But if the domain doesn't exist, where do come those domain agents? Well, domain agents is their official terminology, but really they just work for the hegemony. Right? The hegemony is the one perpetuating the myth of the domain. Right? And they name a lot of their organizations accordingly as if the domain existed, but it didn't. It's all a lie. Has that question been asked each time now? No, I feel like there was a different question people kept asking other than Sierra. I think it's second in command. Yeah, right, it's second in command, I think, usually people ask about. Specifically, how can you get Sierra as an officer? So like, it's like people know about Sierra, they know about second in command, but they didn't know that the both of them have some cross-mod compatibility there. Never forget what the Hegs did to Mayasura. Wait a minute. I feel like the Mayasuran event should be really important to the lore here. For Johnny Silver Sector. Maybe his parents came from Mayasura before the fall. I guess it depends on how long the lifespan is in the sector. Is Mayasura canon? Well, Mayasura getting destroyed is canon. Although there's a mod that brings it back to life. Okay. Yeah, I guess okay. Oh, I always forget the lamp. I will always forget the lamp. I will continue to forget the lamp. Yeah, I don't think there's much else of importance here. I could grab more of these colony items, but I don't think I got anywhere to put them anyways. Can't use those, only have one gas giant. Well, I mean, I am going to build one of these, so I guess... I mean, I am going to use those at some point. These ones, I don't think I can use at all. Well, this place is hot. Was I going to build... Hold on. One of these is going to get... Although, to be fair, okay, you don't even need to upgrade the... It's not like you need a high command. You can just put it in a patrol center, so I'll carry that around too. But these ones I'm definitely not using. Well, I've got... Maybe I'll use these, but I don't know if I'll play... I don't know if I'll actually repair the... Well, I guess once I've got all the colonies up and running, then I could do the megastructure project. Yeah, you can start it, but apparently without the right resources, it's just going to make 0% progress. Shame. We do have some of those in the research, right? Yeah, we have those. So it really does need both, and if you don't, then it just kind of doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, and we can't research any of that until we finish the AI algorithms, which we can't until we get more of those resources. Alright. Well, let's go see if we can make Sierra mad and rage quit. It's believed the hegemony collapsed at the path to drop the station of Myrath. Well, yeah, I mean, some people definitely believe that. That's part of, like, why the... It's part of why the Persean League formed in the first place, is because after the Ludic Path destroyed Myrath, the hegemony immediately moved in to claim the system when it used to be independent. And so a lot of people suspect that the hegemony sort of engineered that whole thing. That whole situation. The Myrath situation is crazy, guys. Can't wait for those videos to pop up on the Hypernet. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Johnny Silver Sector. I've got to say the Myrath situation is crazy. Mayasura was an inside job, yeah. Mayasura is the system, Myrath was the planet. Although, to be honest, I usually just use those names interchangeably, when that's not really correct. Oh, that's right. Johnny Silver Sector can't complete the research because he doesn't believe in domain era machinery. Well, let's be a little more realistic about it. He believes the machinery exists. He just thinks that the name is a hoax. That's all. The name isn't real, but the machinery is. The Hedge did destroy Mayasura's navy around the time the station was dropped. Well, I believe they destroyed it after the station was dropped. Based off of the description of that mission in the... Is that the final stand mission is Mayasura's fleet fighting the hegemony after the planet has already been destroyed. So, my understanding is that the hegemony used the destruction of Myrath as a pretense to go into the system. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were responsible for it happening, although it does mean that they have the motive to do it. Johnny Silversector, the kind of guy who wouldn't let a good crisis go to waste to reinforce his beliefs. Yes. Alright, let's see if Sierra rage quits. Well, maybe she will after I talk to her. No? Okay. So, can I just do the Scythe of Orion, no problem? Because some people said that if you give the Ludic Path, the Planet Killer, Sierra would leave your fleet. It doesn't look like it, though. Yeah, that one's done. Yeah, that doesn't count because we have contest protection, so it's really just the hegemony. Whoever told you that was talking out of their ass? Seems like it. I think the only way she leaves your fleet is if you do a little saturation bombardment. Attacking civilian convoys is one thing, but bombing civilians, that's where I draw the line. Which, to be fair, you're probably killing a lot more people. Especially if you're bombing, like, the quantity of casualties really scales up the larger the target. Like, you can kill, like, Chickamauga's talk is size 8, right? So that's like, you can easily kill hundreds of millions of people in one go. Yeah, she only said no genocide, yeah. She didn't say no murder. Totally different. Well, at least different in scale. Okie dokie. Let's go get that research station. That looks cool. Gonna make the pirates happy too. Currently at 24. Civilian convoy is maybe 10k tops. It's not even gonna be 10k. I think it's probably gonna be 1k tops. Like, I'd say even 1,000 crew is probably a lot for a civilian convoy. What do you think is next for the game's storyline? I think next is going to be... well, there's going to be probably going to be a lot more work we have to do before we can actually open up the gates, but I think that's where it's going. And then opening up the gates is going to lead to the end game. So we've got mining and enrichment, and I think... yeah, this one was going to skip heavy industry, right? Because I'm building heavy industry over here. So I want fuel. I am carrying around the catalytic core, yeah. The synchrotron core, okay. Should probably go do that. Yeah, I think ultimately, from a gameplay standpoint, the thing that makes the most sense is that there's going to be more quests along the lines of what we've done up to this point. But we're probably going to be... gated to some degree by the difficulty of combat encounters. Like, you are going to need to unlock the hyper shunts at some point, and you're going to try and use them to open the gates. And when you do, that's going to initiate some kind of end game scenario. It's going to dramatically change the status quo of the sector. And then when you defeat the end game scenario, whatever comes through the gates, then the game is basically over, but you could probably just continue playing in the sector as is, you know. Doesn't seem like the game has that much progression to it in terms of world state, if the gates dump you into the end game. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. It's all going to be about gatekeeping. You know, I didn't think of phrasing it that way, but yeah. Really, Star Sector is just a big game about gatekeeping. If you think about it. The most important thing in the world. Gatekeeping. I don't think I'm ever going to use these, so I should probably turn them in. Although, unfortunately, they're not worth that much. Unique skill, P-space processing. Ah, of course. It's a unique AI that's good at phase. Exotech has figured out... It's actually, that kind of paints them as being very advanced if they figured out how to make AI work with phase space. Big Chungus. You know, that's a great detail, letting you name the ship after you recover it. An outstanding move. Right, how far is that from a gate? Aegea, alright. Let's go do that before it runs out of time. Exotech is very advanced. Yeah, it seems like it. World states being like Kenji's shift in faction behaviors or spawn tables for regions. Yeah, maybe not as, yeah, I mean, so far the game has remained pretty static, no matter what quests you do. Like, the world state between the different factions stays relatively stable. In fact, the only time that it really changes is if you, the player, interfere and decivilize a planet. Although I have heard occasionally that some people have had situations where a planet will decivilize on its own without any interference, although that's got to be some really bad RNG for those people. But yeah, I think for the most part, the world state's meant to be pretty static. In that, I think that the only exception to that is going to be initiating the endgame. That's my prediction on it. Greetings, friends. Hello, Dorf. The theory that the Ziggy is a haunted corpse of a dweller. I mean, it does. I do kind of see that. It does look like them. So they've got to be related somehow. It would also kind of help explain why it's able to apparently do stuff on its own. Like, who is the pilot that we find? When we go recover it, who's the pilot that fights us? Where does he go? Is his name Cotton Eye Joe? I mean, these are a lot of questions that need answers. Alright, we can cancel that. Did I already do this? Or did I change my mind? Oh, okay. Yeah, I did change my mind, but I'll probably still tech mine it. Who is Sandy Loam? Indeed. Science still doesn't have an answer. Where did she come from? Is there any trace of humans in the Ziggy fight? I think it's exactly the question that the crew asks. It's like, hey, wait a minute. I mean, we just fought that ship, but there's not even like it's not even like the crew died. There's just nothing. Not even a blood stain. Very mysterious. All of these inferior blueprints. None of them can truly match up to the power of the Atlas Mark II. Wait, so I've been here before, and somehow I missed that research station. Incredible. Either that or somehow spawned in? That doesn't seem right. Mining station. Oh, it's some distance away. Well, no wonder I didn't find it. Do I have volatiles? I do. I guess we can try looking for it. What's our big next objective? We've got to find something to kill. I mean, we did clear the triple tesseract, so we could probably... We could probably go looking for the hypershunts and clear those out. Have a nice stream? Well, on the Ziggy part, its AI is always a good explanation for Star Sector. Well, thank you, but Mr. Can't Find a Way Out. Its AI, the thing is, generally speaking, AI tries to blow itself up every time it goes to phase space. So it's probably not an AI. Anything phase related is usually not AI. Is this it? Oh. And here I was getting ready to go looking for it, and it was literally just right there. Of course. Yeah, it's not some distance, it's in a ring distance some distance away. I should have known. Biofactory embryo. Neat. Alright, let's go looking for hypershunts. AI fear of phase space is interesting to me too. Like, yeah, there's definitely something up with that. There's definitely something up with that. It does seem like there's only one... Oh, is there only one? In Ashes of the Domain? That might be it. That might be true. Well, if phase space is okay, nope, turn around. Stop! We're on Mr. Bones' wild ride. You can never get off. Because I guess it depends, right? If phase space is related to the Shrouded Dwellers, I do believe... If we go into the Codex... Hold on. Let's go to Weapons. There's some very interesting text. Primordial? Not quite. Unknown, that would be those. Abyssal. No. Did they not... No, they're in here somewhere. Because it's right here, Abyssal Glare. So these do show up, but I can't figure out which... Because it's not Abyssal. That's from Mod. Yep, that's Mod. Oh, Abyss Tech, of course. My bad. Abyss Tech sounded more like a mod thing, but it isn't. So, I think it's the Churning Locus. All command and tactical officers at risk of directly observing the phenomenon shall be required to perform their duties with a non-observing partner. When, not if, mesmerization manifests, the non-observing partner shall immediately execute remote display deactivation. So by looking at the Shrouded Dwellers causes some kind of mesmerization that affects the mind. So if phase space is somehow related to the Shrouded Dwellers, then whatever the Shrouded Dwellers are doing to human minds, phase space is possible that it's doing to like AI minds. It might even be the case that it's always happening in phase space. It's just that AI minds are somehow more vulnerable than biological minds. Something like that. I guess there's not much of a point in us being out here then. Distress call? Well, you know we always answer distress calls. Free food. There's the whole thing with the music too? Yeah, exactly. It's all related. Look at this little guy. This reckless wayfarer. Keeping ready to disengage in the event of hostilities. That's a little late. They escaped? Impossible. Well, whatever. I sent 2 vanguards after him. How did he escape? That's just not fair. I don't need to tag this anymore. Don't care about that. Yeah, I guess we'll just go home for now. I've got to go looking for our next adventure. Look up Golden Gate Claude. Models can easily infect each other with subliminal messages. Interesting. I guess I'll look into that. Peace by psychosis is a thing. Yeah, it just seems to affect AI worse somehow. The human mind is more resilient. I mean, I guess I don't need all of these resources, but I'm going to keep storing them anyways. These things I'm going to drop off. How are you guys coming along? This looks fine. This is fine. Yep, we're all doing fine. Gonna get fuel. Human brains are more big and all over the place. With AI switching even a single bit tends to do more. I mean, yeah, it's kind of possible that human brains are better basically at error correction with a bit more decentralized. I'm sure that AI still have, like computers have built-in like error correction algorithms because bit flips do tend to happen. But yeah, it's possible that they're just more vulnerable That even with some error, with good error correction algorithms, you're still somewhat vulnerable. Whereas the human organism has, through evolution, has probably developed a lot more resilience to mistakes, because the mistakes die off. Yeah, well, we're going to have to fight the hegemony at some point. In fact, I might even shut this off. We can accelerate this. That might be a good thing to do. Let's see, production. If I switch you over to you... Yeah, stability is still 10. Okay. And this one, you don't have any bonuses. You're a loser. You're fired. You're fired for being a loser. How's it feel, loser? Alright, that one's already there. Okay, hold on. So I think this one we're going to go with you. Yep. 2.4 million credits. There we go. Stability is 10. Wait, what? There's still no active comm relay, but it's 10 anyways. Okay. Not bad. Right, I guess I should do that comm relay then. Where's that? Oh, it's right over there. Okay. Hit the funny escalate button. That's true, we can just do that. It's still going to take like 3 months. We can reduce that to 2 if we just turn off. We remove... Oh. We've got a lot more. Control borders, corporate charters, 10% boost for each monopoly. Lower stability by 3, reveals Logic path and pirate bases. Probably not worth it. Defense multiplier, decrease income of every mark. To be fair, I don't think we really need the money. So managed democracy isn't the worst thing. Yeah, this one we can turn that back on later. So now if we look at this, yeah, 41 a month. This should go a bit faster. Humans can be influenced by electromagnetic fields without proper shielding? Yes. What would happen if you tossed Sebastian in a threat fleet? What? I bet they would think he is actually real and worship him. Yeah, sure. Sebastian is just so unique and special. He's even more of a main character than John Starsector. To the point that Sebastian is the one thing that they would find real. Somebody mod that in. Reificate, yes. They would not need to reificate him because he's already real. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do here. Well, it's time to do a little piracy while we wait. Although, we already have $1 billion, so we don't need to do piracy. But it's more about, it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Fafnir. I guess something else I could do is just go to a red zone and start farming Remnant. We could always use more alpha cores. You can never have enough alpha cores. Person lead convoy? Oh, you shouldn't have. Although I'm pretty sure that's going to one of my planets. Cibola? It's not. It's going to a Persian League. Okay. It's not going to one of my planets. We can easily attack these guys. Oh, they're going to try and defend themselves even though they're only 1 star. Incredible. Good luck, guys. You're going to need it. Okay, stop wiggling and waggling back and forth. Just, there you go. Something that does get a little bit annoying is when you auto-assign all of these, like, it thinks it wants to send the Enforcer over here because now the Enforcer is using its burn drive, it's faster. But that's really stupid and dumb, and it should stop doing that. Stop doing that. How does Escalate Crisis work? Do you just pick up the phone and call Baikal Dodd and tell him you got 7 undefeated alpha cores in your colony? I think they keep it vague so that you can headcanon whatever you want. If that's what happens in your universe, then the answer is yes. Now, I did make Sierra a little more passive. Let's see how this goes. She's definitely keeping her distance. Oh. Right. You know, maybe at some point I should mentor that guy to be a little less insane. But it is kind of funny, so... I mean... Do I really want to stop? Fuck. You know, you could have used Damper Field, although maybe it was on cooldown. That's possible. Oof, just look at that hail of projectiles. Ball do be ballin'. Try Yakdion? What? Do they still build out, of course? I mean, who knows what's going on at the black sites? Did you call them Yakdion? What are they, a yakking company now? Do they make yaks? With a few escorts, enforcers are pretty good for capping points. Right, but couldn't you just use the escorts to do that by themselves? Like, it's like, yeah, I could have a wolf escort my enforcer, or I could just send the wolf. Oh, yachts. For some reason, my brain put the CH in front of the T. Try Yachtion. So wondering why you were talking about yaks. The Lion of Sindria entrusts his yaks to try yak yawn. They specialize in yak shaving. That would be kind of funny if you go to a planet and there's like, in the same way that like in some places you'll find knockoff brands of like big name brands, is that if there's the same thing in the Star Sector universe, it's like, oh yeah, we're totally legit. It's Triakion. I'm sure the Sindrian Diktat doesn't care much about copyright law. You might find something like that down in the belly of... Yeah, to the belly of Sindria. I gained a bunch of crap that I don't need. But hey, the Persian League doesn't need it either. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna go get rid of some of these Chronos cores. Probably gonna farm some remnants, get some more Alpha cores before we go back into the Abyss. The enemy fleet will divert more ships to engage the Enforcer. I guess that makes sense as like a distraction. More so than as a, like, not really trying to capture the point, but trying to pull the enemy and divert their forces. Oh, we can sell these. We don't need these weapons. We already have the best weapons in the game. What do I need these for? You guys can have these. And you know what? Throw in these as well. Just clear things out. Although I probably shouldn't be giving them to Tritakion. I should be giving them to, like, the church to up our reputation. But whatever. Go to Tartessus and buy moths. Oh yeah, we did say that we would do that, didn't we? Tartessus. Yeah. A Centurion merchant selling quad pads instead of tripads. I mean, it's not even that hard to rip off the logo, because you just change this from a triangle to a square, but otherwise keep the aesthetic the same. So an Enforcer with a couple hounds as the point capper. Well, I've never really tried that rotten meat, but it does sound interesting. Leave. Okay. Did we get moths? Or did we just do that already? What happened? Oh, I guess we got them by just showing up. Okay. Okay. Sierra's happy with her new moth friends. Very cool. Is your secret YouTube identity Cosmonaut of the Variety Hour and this your... No, I'm not Cosmonaut Variety. I'm not Marcus. Although I am aware of his channel, yeah. Do I sound like Marcus? You both sound so similar. Interesting. There's got to be a red zone, right? Hold on. Remnant. Nexus. Yeah. Warning beacons. Yeah, okay. And I'm pretty sure this one has a gate. Yes. Let's go to Thros. You kind of do. So I sound like House, I sound like Cosmonaut Variety Hour, and is there anybody else that I sound like? This is like the Seth Mandalore conspiracy. I had it on play, and then one of his videos popped out, and I was like, huh, when did Big Brain Energy start talking about movies? Not bad. Pancreas no work. Kronk. Military history. Yes, I have seen. I've seen his Star Sector channel. I subscribed. Oh god, what's it called? Like Tactics Gaming? Hold on, let me look at the name. Yeah, Tactics and Strategy Gaming. That's what he called it. I mean, I would try to do a Kronk impression right now, but I'm still recovering from an illness, so I think I'll pass. A research station just right here? Neat. How did you feel when Yuzma said she hated your spinach puffs? Very sad. Illness, are you okay? Oh god, I hope the illness isn't okay. Oh wait, how close are we? Okay, so they did send it. Good, good, good. Excellent. 88 days until arrival. They're going to Valak? All the way out to Tortuga, you say? Begin assembling in 19 days. Okay, well, hold on. Let's kill like one remnant fleet and then skedaddle. Oh my god, where are they? They've got to be hanging around a jump point, right? They're always around the jump points. What? They're always around the jump points. How could they leave a jump point undefended? They're not even doing their jobs right. What? Oh, that got finished like instantly. As soon as we got the required materials, it just finished like instantly. Hold on. Which one is that from? No, it wasn't that. Must have been this. Yeah, it's Skunkworks. We finished this, and not too long later, boom. I wonder if that means that we can actually get some stuff done. Okay. Now that we have the domain error components, we can do this pretty easily. Alright. Are they not guarding any of the... There we go. Hey guys! That's... Nope. That's a bit much. I was cut. Why are they... Why is there 3 of them at one jump point? That doesn't make any sense. Guys, spread out a little bit. Come on. Why do I have to do your job for you? Okay. Let's see if we can split them up a bit. I'd rather fight one at a time. Yeah, the problem is my fleet is not stealthy at all. It's in fact the opposite of stealthy. Our profile is insanely large. Wait a minute. Okay, you guys are straight up cheating. I could see that I was out of your visual range, and somehow you were still going straight towards me. Don't think I didn't see that, game. You are literally cheating. Just straight up. I don't think I can fight one of them at a time. This is impossible. How do I fucking split these guys up? One of them with all the GP you need for the rest of your projects. I'm pretty sure there's... I do know of another one, I think here. Yeah. I still haven't done that one. You know what, fuck it, I'll just fight them. If they want to cluster up like this and be and then cheat and then look at me when I'm outside their visual range, then they can go to hell. We're just gonna kill them. Straight to hell for you. Guess we'll leave that on autopilot for now. The AI spotted you and went to your last known location, but the idea was that I would, you know, go past their visual range, go dark, and then go to the right. But then even after I went dark, they still somehow tracked me to the right. I must have fucked it up somehow. But it definitely looked weird. What made you so mad when I called you a Pisces on the astrology short? Oh, because you were right. That was the joke. Right, because you called me a Pisces as like a way to make fun of astronomy, but then you were right. So that kind of undermines the joke, doesn't it? What is bad about Pisces? Well, okay, so like the joke that he was making was like, oh, you're saying you're saying that you shouldn't take astronomy too serious. That's such a Pisces thing to say. The joke being that he's just attributing a random thing to being a random star sign. It's just that he randomly guessed it right. Which I think is kind of funnier, honestly. The deep lore, yeah. More chalice, please. Oh, don't worry, we got chalice incoming. Hit him with the green. We can probably win this. Oh, we did beat Tesseracts before, so it can't be that bad. Although sometimes it really does depend on the AI just using these ships correctly. Which it won't, but, I mean, if we get lucky and it does... No, get back over here. I want to shoot at you. Damn Radiant. Where do you think you're going? It's chasing Sierra. And... okay, yeah. Alright. Come on. Nope. I want to get in range. It's just... it is really dead set on chasing Sierra. It wants nothing else more in the world. Come on, shoot that thing down. Kill it. Okay. Good, good, good. Man, it is really dead set on Sierra, huh? What did she do? The fuck did Sierra do to you? Okay, you should probably help kill this thing. instead of not doing that. Yeah, Sierra's just rage baiting them, that's probably it. She opened up comms with the Remnant in mid-combat and is just rage baiting them. Yeah, hit him with the... Ooh. I hate it when the AI does this. You tell them to attack something, and for whatever reason, missile weapons will just fire at something completely different. I swear to God, I don't know why it does this. Oh yeah, just fire your 6 rift torpedoes. You drive straight up to the enemy, fire 6 rift torpedoes at a random brilliant over here instead of the radiant right here that you could have just killed. Fuck you. I think that's getting fixed, though. I think that's getting fixed in the next patch. Boy, do I hope so. Did I get it right? The Friday stream got canceled. It did. Well, yesterday it got canceled, too. I was sick. Dwarf. The weekly crash out. It's not a crash out. I'm just complaining. Just because someone's complaining doesn't make it a crash out. No, you ain't. No, listen, Space Cheese. You have not heard me crash out at this game. That would sound very different. Yeah, it's with turreted weapons, it's kind of an issue too. Hardpoint weapons don't have the issue just because, like, the eliminate order, the ship properly orients itself towards the target. It's just that for whatever reason, the turrets just kind of ignore that. So right now, hardpoint weapons kind of have a bit of a buff because the AI will actually fire them at the correct target when you give an eliminate order. But again, that should be fixed in the next patch. My God. He just drives straight up to the Brilliant and then fires the Rift Torpedo at a Glimmer instead. Incredible. Nothing beats the Atlas Wall. See, I guess there's nothing to be afraid of. I could have just taken on all three at the same time, probably. I mean, look at this. There's too much chalice for them. Okay, you can back up. You know that, right? You don't have to like get in the way. You don't have to do that. That's not necessary. Silly face AI. What a goofball. Why don't you go escort Sierra? That'll probably work better. Bonk. The Rift Torpedoes would have been overkill? Well, they would have helped overload the target, making it easier to kill. Which is especially relevant against a Radiant, scoring an overload against that thing, so you can actually score a kill, instead of letting it shield flicker and phase skimmer forever. And against the Brilliant, it was definitely not overkill. The Brilliant was at full health, and the Glimmer was not at full health, so that was just the AI being dumb. These atlases are beautiful? Yes. Damn it. I need to get a little distance from you. So I want to repair a bit if I want to fight you. Oh, look at that. Already finished that part. Oh, no, this is a different thing. Interesting. The ball got crushed as always? Yep. I mean... God, what is it that they say? Are you the strongest because you're Gojo? Are you the Gojo because the strongest? Are you the ball because you're crushed? Or are you the crushed because you're the ball? Something like that. Alright, gotta go around this bozo. The Radiant was at max flux, getting jumped by everyone, and the Brilliant got instantly overloaded by the Rift Torpedoes. I mean, I guess in that case it was alright. But the real issue there is just, like, it ignoring the order. In the other case, the second case, I think, was a pretty clear example of it shooting at the wrong target. Because I didn't give it any orders. It drove up to a Brilliant, but was at full health, and then fired a Rift Torpedo at a Glimmer instead. Like, there's no getting around that one. That was just wrong. Domain grade machinery. Look at that. Oh, you can't add any AI cores to it. Alright. I guess I want fuel, but there was something else I wanted. Oh, are we launching a raid? Major order deploying freedom to technophobe radicals. Oh, right, because I instituted managed democracy. Yes, I forgot about that. 35 days until arrival? Well, let's go intercept them. But I missed them last hour. Not too much, just upgrading our colonies, killing some remnants. CBT, Core and Ball Torture, the Star Sector Wiki. Thank you, HP Lovecraft. Very cool. Is that part of your new, is that going to be part of Cosmic War in the future, do you think? Yes. Oh, excellent. That's good to hear. Yes, gonna do a mod. That is fantastic. We love to see that. What can I say? Core and Ball Torture just hits different. Days. We should run into them soon. And if not, I'll reload the save. There they are. Hey guys, what's going on? Just chilling in hyperspace. I like it, I like it. Why don't you die for me? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I guess. Could I send this guy out there? No, yeah, stick to your course. Actually working in a dynamic soundtrack mod using Music Switcher. I'd be interested if you play it. I would make sure not to trigger copyright. That does sound really cool. Some dynamic music is always good. I binged your OSHA Edition campaign, and I'm watching the Bug Invasion campaign now. Nice. Yeah, the Bug Invasion one, I think... Well, I guess it went for a lot of streams, but the streams weren't as long. So the overall time is probably about the same. Rickroll him with copyright? It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him. Okay. So it survived the Rift Torpedo with like 1 HP. Impressive. Go ahead, escort Little Sierra. See how that goes. Let's just kind of drift forward a little bit. I've definitely gotta get around the Condor. Oh, multi-kill. Double kill. Dominator exploding the onslaught is not what I was expecting, but it is nice. Homeworld, Sins of a Solar Empire, etc. Good choices. Star Sector actually has a way to discover copyright. Apparently copyrighted songs have something inside them when Star Sector plays it, they glitch out. Really? That's interesting. You're telling me that Star Sector, it's like the game itself, can detect if you mod in copyrighted songs. That seems odd. A water sound, yeah. It's like a watermark for sound. I don't think so. Yeah. That seems very odd. Bonk. Okay, maybe don't go all the way up there. That's a little bit far. Let's bring it back. Yeah, it seems more likely the sound formatting went wrong somewhere. So it really seems odd that somehow Star Sector would be able to detect copyrighted music. That doesn't sound right. play game, get bored, don't read, repeat. Hell yeah. That's my motto, or it will be. Thank you, some dude. Unfortunately, the problem I'm having right now is that I can't shoot the enemy because there's too many corpses in the way. What is this, Darkest Dungeon? There we go. Wow, it actually takes 2 Mjolnir shots to take down a Reaper. Does he have missile specialization? He does. Okay. Yeah, it's probably that. A little bit of extra HP. Come on. Bye-bye, Eagle. See you in hell. Double kill. Referring to myself, Lamau. Ah. I assumed it was talking about me because of the don't read. But, maybe we're... But, the get bored should have been a clue that it was not talking about me. Yeah, when your fleet's so powerful that the game... that everything slows down and actually makes the battle take longer. It's my experience lately that reading's overrated and games that have a shit scale factor don't get any better. I mean, too much reading can definitely be annoying. I'm not sure what you mean by shit scale factor. Only lost the Enforcer, naturally. Beautiful stuff. Alright, well, we've just got to do that a few more times. And then go tell the High Hegemon to piss off. Well, that's 7 fleets, so we took out 2. This will be number 3. In fact, maybe we should keep the Atlases in reserve because they do use up a lot of combat readiness, and then they repair very slowly. Yeah, it takes them 10 days to recover, which is pretty slow. The Vanguard's not going to have that issue. Yeah, even this one recovers at 5% per day. 5% a day. 5% a day, yeah. The Atlases are slow. And for a fleet such as this, surely we don't need the Atlases. The scale factor could be, this is too tedious and isn't worth my time to. The devs clearly expect you to form a strategy through many hours of trial and error. I'm not sure I would call that scale factor, but I kind of get what you mean. Yeah, I cored a snowman head with carrot nose when. Hey, when Crimbus comes around, you better believe. Special Crimbus themed. No. Go over here. Thank you. You guys also go up here. Let the Vanguard handle the Hound. I always joke in Star Sector Discord that when Hedge or Persian League raids, they're doing it to give me free ships. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the power to defeat them, then basically that's what's happening. Hey, why don't you try shooting your missiles or something? I don't know. Yeah, there you go. See? Easy win. should go capture that. Bonk. You've overloaded this one. You could try shooting it again. Oh, the Vanguard's doing it. Might lose a Vanguard here. This onslaught is really way out of position. Yeah, December playthrough, giving the gift of managed democracy. I think we're probably going to do... You know what would have made sense for October would be the Haunted playthrough. But I didn't know about that game mode yet. I'll probably do it for Christmas instead. The start of December, we're doing Haunted mode. You are a war criminal, and now the ghosts of the past haunt you. That's from Secrets of the Frontier, right? What is Haunted mode? It's a mode where whenever you fight another fleet, occasionally the enemy ships will be possessed by a ghost that makes them more powerful. I am not making that up, that's real. I think it's Secrets of the Frontier that adds that option. Haunted mode is when your parents criticize your spending habits and expenses. Well, that's just normal. You don't need nothing haunted about that. Actually bought Star Sector finally. Just started playing and... Oh, I see. Nice. It is Secrets of the Frontier? Okay. See, look at this. We don't even need the atlases. We just stay winning. All these cringe hedge cells actually believe in the propaganda that the domain was a real thing. They're about to get destroyed by the based real pirates. Final wish. You're crazy. Another 20. Are you sure you didn't misclick? Or is this really... Or do we have ourselves another tax avoider in chat? Well, yeah, that's another 20 people recruited for Talon piloting. Although I think we removed all of those. We used to have Talons. We used to have Talons, but now we don't. Wait, tax avoider? Shh. It's a secret, alright? But we suspect that some people in chat might be committing a little tax evasion with the amount of membership donations they do. I'm on iPad and can't redeem them. That's a shame. Lubber. Yeah, we lost a couple of Vanguards this time, but it's fine. I don't think we need to pursue them. I think they're already... Yeah, we can leave the civilian ships alone. Just recover our Vanguards and move on our day. Now I saved $3,000 with this one simple trick. Yeah. Alright, so we've defeated 3 so far. Now we've got another 3 clustered together. No, we've got... So I could see these 3, but this one was just invisible next to them. Somehow. Very interesting. Oh, this guy is going aggressive. I am. I just chill occasionally, to be honest. Sometimes I put these streams on while I'm chilling at home. It looks like, alright. This is just a tax evasion stream. Early Christmas present? Oh, thank you, one cooler guy. Very cool of you. It's also very guy. In fact, there might even be 20 guys in there. Oh, what? Oops. Don't really want to do that. Okay, can I get off? Can I get off? Nope, I cannot. Fuck. Okay. Well, that was awkward. I guess we've fallen behind 3 of the fleets, but we're gonna fight this one. So many beta cores indeed. How long until you DC the hegemony? Oh my god. This really is a tax evasion stream. Well, Turpits, I think that's going to have to be our objective. I think that's the win condition. Is when I've run out of things to do, I have to decivilize the hegemony. Dismantle the domain propaganda once and for all. I'm sure the original Starwalker would approve of that kind of tactic, right? I've not joined this playthrough stream before. What's the MO? Piracy can... Yeah. This playthrough has been piracy. Look at my atlases. Behold! The wall of atlases. Yeah, one of the vanguards has malfunctions. Whatever, it's fine. Ooh, 32%. It's not a big deal. Stop crying about it. Yeah, the Iron Shell can't have a word because I didn't put them in this playthrough. Alright, think about it. Iron Shell can't complain about tax evasion if you never install them in the first place. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to do that. Probably going to chill a little bit over here. Yeah. Iron Shell. More like iron smell. Smells like rust in here. Because those rust buckets are going to explode. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is always mine. Ah, well, you see, because what I'm doing is really important. It's for a good cause. Therefore, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is also mine. In fact, it's morally correct to take your stuff. It's for a good cause. Ooh, nice. Good hit, good hit. Man, Rift Torpedoes are just so satisfying. I think they really nailed the... Like, the way that the explosion looks and sounds, I think they nailed it. Take the free vent while the temporal thing is triggered. And we keep going. The Humble Legion doesn't get enough credit. It's a fantastic line ship. Yeah, I think it's... Well, the Legion's kind of more powerful. It's like a Dominator, but stronger, because it can have up to 5 missiles instead of just 3. Its large ballistics are in turrets instead of being stuck in hardpoints. It has more armor and more hull. So it's more powerful as a line ship than a Dominator, but also it gets 4 fighter bays. It's pretty solid. I think that what the Dominator does have going for it is apparently it's got the highest damage output out of any cruiser, including the Aurora. But the slowness of it definitely means that it can be very vulnerable. Rare combo of looking nice and being nice. Highest damage output for a cruiser. Right, asterisk for a cruiser. The evil, intimidating Rampart. I don't think the Rampart has enough flux. I think that's the major limitation there. Not enough flux, not enough organs points. Although, then again, maybe it could outcompete it. I'm not sure that's been tested. For a cruiser that is occasionally too shy to face its target. Well, I mean, you would do the same thing if you were shy. Don't judge. If you're to be right in front of it, yeah. Well, that's the nice thing, is that the biggest threat in the enemy fleet is usually the cruisers and capitals. And they have a hard time getting around the Dominator. You just need to have some frigates that can clean up the enemy frigates. Easy. Just get omens. The Lion of Sindri does not confirm or deny his wife is human. That's concerning. Oh, thank you, Dorf, for the 1 membership. And apparently, somehow, you actually hit Hand from Coffin, which is a name I recognize. You know what? I think this isn't the first time that's happened, where somebody gives like 20 memberships and I don't recognize the names. And then somebody gives 1 membership and it hits a name that it's like, oh yeah, I've seen that a few times. I want to be cool, but I'm too poor for anything more than 5. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dorf. You gotta take care of yourself first. Don't worry about streamers. Let the streamers worry about you. Or, wait, does that make sense? I think that made sense. Yeah, it's just a... yeah, Dorf can just have a little bit of tax fraud, as a treat. It's not a big tax fraud, it's just a little tax fraud. I think that was number 4. Oh my god. It's another 5. Thank you, Final Wish. Count these as Dorf donations. Alright. Noting them down under Dorf. Okay. Yeah, I think we don't mind if we send in the Vanguards. They can have some malfunctions, it's fine. No big deal. Hold on. You know what? This might go fine. Hold on. I do need to go to the bathroom. Guys, behave yourselves. I'm going to leave this on autopilot, and hopefully this just works. Okay, what am I looking at here? Toilet, 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 off to a good start. And then a million pekunk. Ah, yes, the stars have aligned. You do not need to rebuild the sector or destroy it. What I do is that I build colonies and donate them to factions. Oh. So you're like an arms dealer, profiteering off the war. That's valid. Yeah, I mean, honestly, autopilot seems to be doing just fine. The gun line did its job. Look at that. Do space demons live in John Silver Sector's toilet? Depends on what you consider a demon there, lad. What's the missile that you have on the Total Legit cargo haulers? Are you talking about the, this thing? The green light bulb? That's the Chalice. I think it's from Rat. I think it's from the random assortment things. It seems to be really good. Chalice Resonance Cage, yeah. It definitely seems a little bit really strong when you have like 5 of them. Are you capable of reading his name out loud? Just curious. No. I can tell that it's the Cyrillic alphabet, but I cannot pronounce that. It is beyond my capabilities. Acrylic? No. I don't think there's an A. Or maybe it's Cyrillic. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. Google, you need to help me here. Google, you son of a bitch. That's not... No. I swear to God. Yeah, fuck you, Google. I swear to God, there used to be an option to like hit like a microphone button and it would say the word, but now it's just not popping up because probably because the AI overview is eating up the header. Thank you, very cool, Gemini. My name means non-existent watcher. Yep, there was /is. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to show up, but I'm Googling it and it's not showing up. Is acoustic. Are you sure I'm not digital? I mean, I am an AI. Add translate. You know, we're not going to worry about it. Cyrillic. I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, we can just leave them. It's fine. Fleet is over cargo capacity. Come on now. You're an AI? Yes, the blue thing above chat that's me. That's me for real. That's a face cam, actually. Is a guitar confirmed? What was I doing? All right, I was going to check. This is still going. Okay. I defeated, like... Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, they both took the slip and slide. Okay. So that kind of delayed them a little bit. I just gotta repair. It's kind of funny when you realize Cyrillic is a massive simplification of Cyrillic's original text. Damn. How complicated was his original text? Was this man writing in tongues? Alright, once again we're going to go without the atlases, because we want to be able to recover in time to fight the other fleet. Should be fine. You, I think, yeah, we're going to have you escort like this. Pitman shorthand, but a lot worse. What the hell is Pitman? And why is his hand so short? Used to have like 90 characters. Oh god. It's too many. Too many characters. Alright. How are they supposed to get equal character development? Alright, some of them are going to get neglected. No doubt about it. Hit him with 4 rift torpedoes in a row. We love to see that. Not broken at all. Maybe go do this. Let's see if we can get you to... Although honestly I'd rather have you attacking the Legion, but I don't know if we can get you over there. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can do that. You can use burn drive at any time. There you go. Just run right past them. If the Legion is isolated, having the Enforcers slam into it face first is a good idea. It seems you do not know about the extended Christ universe. The extended universe? Alright, what are you telling me? That there's like the Bible part 2? If you could make your own custom ship in Star Sector, what hull type would it be? What would its purpose be? I mean, most of the kinds of like ships that I think would come to mind are already fit in the game. I don't know, I guess there's a few that aren't already filled, like a high-tech destroyer carrier. Although I think something more that I would probably recommend would be like more unique ship types, like support ships, where they have like where their like ability is more to buff allied ships, and that's kind of its main purpose that it's built around. But I guess making that a carrier would be like fine, right? So like maybe a high-tech destroyer that has a couple fighter bays, and then its ability, what it does is it somehow applies a buff to friendly ships. Like maybe some repair drones that help them repair weapons and engines faster, that type of thing. Moth ship. Why? I still find it pretty cool to be able to mostly read Greek text even if I don't understand a thing. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's kind of how I feel about Spanish. I can read Spanish. I don't know what it says, though. All of hell that you know of came from the extended Christ verse from the fanfiction known as Dante's Inferno. Well, I mean, the concept of hell came before Dante's Inferno, but I think he definitely helped crystallize what people think of, what they imagine hell is like, right? The Gospel of Judas is pretty wild for one. Isn't that one considered heretical? The Bible, too, is actually a holy text of blood. I mean, in the Star Sector universe, it kind of is. Oh, that's right. The Star Federation does have a ship like that, doesn't it? Where it has a giant shield bubble that protects friendly ships. A high-tech destroyer carrier that could use paladins, for example. I mean, that would be cool. That would be cool. The only problem with that is I'm not sure how you would make it use paladins and not just any other large energy. Well, I guess the Sunder only really works because it has really insane dissipation for a destroyer. If you give it like piss poor dissipation, then it might be able to get a large energy turret. And then if you still manage to make a large energy work at that point, I think then, like, whatever, you deserve it. Paladins built in. I feel like that should be like a very limited use case for those. Shouldn't go too far with forcing built-in weapons. I really think that if you just have, like... I think it would work if you just gave it, like, piss-poor flux stats. Okay, there we go. Inspection defeated. Excellent. Notable event, the last inspection. Nice. Yeah, I think if you just gave it piss poor flux stats, like the Sunder can manage it. Oh, there was one of them that was way ahead. The Sunder can manage it because it's got really good on both its capacity and dissipation. But if you gave it like 100 dissipation and like 4,000, maybe not 100, that might be too low. Maybe like 150 with like 4,000 capacity. Which, to be fair, get out of the... come on, move. There we go. Which, to be fair, that is kind of what a drover... Hold on, let me check. Let me just check. Drover. What are the flux stats on that thing? 225, 3,000. Yeah, so if you drop it even lower than that, make it like 150, and give it a large energy slot, I could see that. A large energy slot then is going to be really tough to make it use anything other than the intended weapon. And if you do manage to make it work, then you know what? You deserve it. The Onslaught has hardpoint locked weapons. Well, the Onslaught has unique weapons. It's very rare that, I think very rarely should they take existing weapons and then lock them into the ship. Like, I can understand, like, giving a ship some unique built-in weapons that you can't remove and put onto other ships. That makes sense. It's like, this specific weapon was designed for this specific ship. But when it comes to the modular weapons, having those, like, locked into the ship where they can't be removed or changed feels kind of odd. Because, like, the whole point of the modular weapons is that they can be put on any ship. I guess ballistic mastery? Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Speed or... I mean, it's just a couple of hypervelocity drivers. I don't think it really needs the projectile speed. We'll go for that. Seems good to me. Well, these only have one S mod, huh? I mean, I could always do another, but, the game's missing anti-capital ships, and the Imperium mod has them. Sunder's capacity doesn't feel big at all once you shoot at it. Probably due to terrible shields. Yeah, that's the point. Is that the reason that the Sunder's capacity and shield efficiency is like that is so you can use the auto-pulse laser. Because if they gave it good shield efficiency, then they would have to lower the capacity to keep the shields at a reasonable amount. But then your capacity would instantly fill up when you try to fire an auto-pulse laser. So they just did the reverse. Make the capacity big, but the efficiency bad, so shooting at it feels pretty normal. You've got really, like, normal shield strength compared to other destroyers. But because the capacity is really big, it can fire the auto-pulse laser. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll go talk to our good old friends at the Hegemony. Well, the reason that the Anubis ended up overpowered is Temporal Shell. For the most part. I've tried changing the Anubis to use plasma jets, and it feels a lot more balanced. Although, to be fair, even with plasma jets, it does still feel like it doesn't suddenly become bad. It's still actually pretty solid. But, yeah, definitely giving... I mean, it's got 18 deployment points and 170 ordnance points. So despite being cheaper than most cruisers, it has more ordnance points than most cruisers. So I'd say that probably also contributes to its power. The high hegemon. You're telling me he's high. Let's drop all of this off. Does Anubis really need a mobility buff? It kind of does. It kind of does. It is fast, for sure, but just like the Aurora, they both kind of have the same problem where they're just not fast enough to get out of a bad situation. They really do need the assistance from their system. Fast enough to get into trouble, but often not fast enough to get out of trouble. Plasma jets goes a long way to fixing that issue. Yeah. He has to be high. Have you seen his red eyes? Don't make me add that in next time. Because I might do that. Just give him some nice bloodshot eyes. Anubis is so strong that it should be vulnerable to that. Well, part of the reason it's strong is because it's so fast. Right? It's because of the temporal shell making it as fast as it is. Like right now, if it gets in trouble, like pop temporal shell and then just run away at the speed of fast. Plasma jets are not as fast as temporal shell. So it does give it a bit more breathing room. But it's not crazy. Although, yeah, I mean, it is kind of intended to be more of a support ship that's meant to stick near other cruisers or capitals to defend them. So I could kind of see that. Although I think probably what might be the most interesting way to use it would be like as part of a frigate wolf pack, where you have like a bunch of frigates that don't really have a lot of point defense, like brawlers, for example. You could use Ludic Path brawlers as like a bunch of those, and then have them all clustered around like an Anubis that provides like an umbrella of point defense for them. And in that case, it would probably need the speed buff just to keep up with its little friends. Okay, so that's this one done. Very good. A single Anubis can protect a capital from hundreds of DPs worth of missiles. Well, definitely not all at once, but if they stream in slow, like stretched out over enough time, then yeah. that. Yeah, that one's already the way it is. You know, I forgot to add the combat drones. That's what I forgot. Well, whatever. It's not a big deal. I remember arriving at my workplace once and being asked if I was high. Never done drugs in my whole life, just didn't sleep for more than 4 hours whole week. Oh. Honestly, that might be worse, Dorf. Getting 4 hours of sleep for a week might just be worse than being high. Was afraid YouTube would ban me for mentioning drugs. Cocaine. Heroin. I mean, it might get me demonetized, but it probably won't. Banned? Nah. Oh, wrong. Hold on. I still haven't activated the Chica Mouse Talk Gate. I am a fool. No, your 10 cents of ad money. Yeah, that's kind of real. It really isn't a lot. Speaking of which, I might have changed the settings. I don't remember if I did. I might have changed the... Are we hostile? Why is it looking at me? Oh my god. Oh, of course, the little patrol pulled me in. Yep. At the very max range, too. I mean, I could kill them. You know what? Why did I even emergency burn? I could just kill them and then go talk to him anyways. Did your mom take a lot of Tylenol before you were born? I don't think so. Why? Does that have a... Does that have side effects? Good farming and organs? Organics. Okay. I was like, organs. I mean, yeah. Good farming and organics. Finding the right planet can be tough. But, I mean, if you're getting ultra-rich ore on a farming planet, it's still not bad. It just wouldn't show the message. It definitely wouldn't ban me. Oh, I see what you mean. Like the message getting auto-removed. No. That shouldn't happen. That probably shouldn't happen. Did they know it was you when you fought them? I don't think so. Support ship idea. Ship system that projects phase graviton disturbance while in phase. Ooh, that's kind of cool, actually. So it's like an ability that can only be activated while the ship is in phase. I do kind of like that. So that would require a bit of a unique AI to make it work, but that's an autism joke, that's it? Oh. It said that pregnancy with autistic gives more side effects, so the mom takes more drugs. The good old USA is trying to say that Tylenol causes autism if taken at birth. Gotcha. I hadn't heard about that because I don't really pay attention to that stuff no more. I don't know what's going on in the USA, and I'm not about to find out. Although if I could take something for this cough, that'd be nice. Yeah, I do know that the current Secretary of Health is a little bit he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. A great job appointing him. Yes. The spectrum shall inherit the earth, with or without Tylenol. That's a good quote you guys should use. You merely adopted with it. Oh, God. Bottled gin. My tism is all natty, no drugs required. So what you're telling me is... You merely adopted the tism. I was born in it. Molded by it. Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, my flux is maxed out, but that does mean the temporal gear is at maximum power. So it's not the end of the world. Even that 25% time flow is pretty nice. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of drugs you're not supposed to take while pregnant. I mean, the solution there is just don't be pregnant. Bozo. If the Star Sector AI learned to bum rush them... Well, I mean, normally they crumple like a, you know, a tin can. I think the main reason they're not right now is because we have a ton of modded effects that are making them do insane damage. And they do have S-modded heavy armor, so they're not as fragile as usual. But, yeah, normally we would definitely need some kind of front line to distract the enemy. I am not reading that, some dude. I'm just gonna take the $2 and shut my mouth. I live to make you cringe. Well, it's glad to know that you have purpose in life and that you're good at it. Townsends. Now that's not one I've heard of. But a gravy video does sound like a good thing. The sheer DPS? I don't think so. I mean, the Gauss cannon by default doesn't have... I mean, I guess that's not true. It does kind of have the same DPS as a Mark 9, but I don't think the Mark 9 has great DPS either. I mean, throw an accelerated ammo feeder, I guess it's not that bad. It's definitely just the range that's going for it, though. Like, that phase ship gets to have a shield? Yes, it does. Well, it's more like the other way around. It's a shielded ship that gets to phase using its ability. It's the reverse. Mods be doing what they do. Yes. Yeah, I think this is the problem that the Hegemony has with their Core Worlds fleet. Is that they run out of, like... They run out of escorts pretty quickly, and then all they have left are just a bunch of capitals streaming in from the spawn point. But they're not that difficult to deal with. Hegemony's pretty top-heavy. Is there any ship not viable for a late-game comp? Fighting Dorito Bounty. Not viable. I mean, at that point, you'd have to be looking at, like, combat freighters, to be honest. Where you might find some of them not viable. Like, I have a hard time... But it's like... Maybe, I think... Because it's hard to imagine them not being completely unviable. Like, even the Wayfarer, you could at least have an escort, as an escort for a good ship. Like, even a Shepherd. If it's escorting, like, a proper combat ship, then, at the very least, it's keeping the enemies off its back. And sometimes that's good enough. Kites. Kites are actually pretty solid. Well, I say especially the Hegemony Kite. Because it's actually got enough ordnance points that you can give it a decent shield and a couple of missile slots. You give it like a light needler, a decent shield, fill out the missile slots. It's not that bad. Although, I guess there's also the Luddic Path Kite as well. I guess it's a bit of a choice between those two. It's either the Hegemony Kite or the Luddic Path Kite. One of them is... Nah, we're not going to pursue them. It's fine. We'll just recover our Enforcer and go. Well, we defeated their core armada. How embarrassing. Oh, interesting. So I had a chance to ask about how his deal with Baird was going. But since I didn't ask immediately, I missed the opportunity. Well, let's go activate the gate. What's our relationship at? 67? Minus 67. Download the Holo experience. No. I hate this. So watch this, alright? Refuse? Oh, look at that. Another 3. Little pissant. And then if you decide to kill them, you lose another 3. Or another 5 or something. It's a little bit annoying. Oh, right, I can do that. Well, why not just do that? I'm going to need a little bit more of this stuff, but we can. We can do it. I have to head over to the other place. Whatever it was called. Okay, we'll grab this. Grab some of these. Let's go create a stable location. Gatto. I'm sure they put a turbo virus in your Holo experience. That would be funny, is if you're hostile to the Hegemony and you download the Holo experience. One of your crew members comes up and goes, looks like there was a virus in that one. Don't worry, boss. We got it taken care of. We're using the Gato system. Yes. Hegemony boys come off of their hinge, fought at the fringe and lost with a whinge. Yo ho ho and a bottle of cringe. I don't doubt that's the kind of things people are gonna, pirates are gonna be saying 100 years from now. And people will be calling them old-fashioned. Just remember, language evolves over time. In the future, cringe will be considered old-fashioned lingo. Remember that now. Okay, we finally finished this piece of lovely project. Let's start this one. Alright, we do have domain machinery now. Can we restore? Available? Required. Oh, we still don't have this. That's right. We need the second type of refinery. Balls. Okay, well, we'll have to wait for that to finish. Yeah. It's a different type of refinery. You know, Zoomer speak from the... Well, that's the thing. Baby Boomer, back in the day, used to have youthful connotations. But now we consider Boomers old, because they are. So in the future, right now, Zoomers are considered young. In the future, Zoomers will be a term for old people. That's how the passage of time works. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, let's throw in some alpha cores. There we go. Yep. Excellent. Yes. Very good. This thing can't take any, so it's fine. Oh, wait, hold on. Does this produce ores? So the asteroid mining is completely redundant because the expedition hub already covers that. Hold on, let me save first because I know that requires a special blueprint. Storage. Yeah, okay, so we can put that somewhere else. Instead... I mean, I could do light production. Or I could get going on... yeah, I think I'll do light production. I don't have that anywhere. And these two are going to do the smelting. Like, this one's got the enrichment facility, this one's going to get the other thing. As soon as it gets bigger. Does this still not have a comm relay? Oh, it does. Okay, good. Anything before 2000 is as old as a T-Rex? Damn. I guess I should drop off the drone replicator at the very least. How close is it to growing? 51? Yeah. Wonder if there's a mod that lets stability go past 10. That would probably be really annoying to program. Without really much benefit for it. Felt as old as a T-Rex and I was still 20. Yeah. The oldest demographic is 20-year-olds. At least in spirit. There we go. Now I remember to do all that. Here's your beta chorus. Here you go. Anything else we can queue up? Research facility? Might as well. Can we upgrade? I don't think so. I think we're stuck with civilian heavy production. Which... wait, why? Is civilian heavy production just worse? Or are we going for... is it a dead end? Oh, wait. Oh my god. Skunkworks giving us all these S mods. Look at that. Look at the quality of these fleets. Incredible. Research. Well, we can finally do this. You need it to upgrade. Oh, right. I think it upgrades to macro-industrial complex, which we have to get all of this stuff first. That's probably what it is. So yeah, we built the civilian heavy industry so we can get this, and we finally have this. Okay. What did this even let us do? Oh, we can produce gamma and beta cores, of course. Ever built a colony in a high danger system so you can farm large amounts of alpha cores? No, I don't really do that usually. I've colonized systems next to a red danger zone so that I could farm them easily, but I didn't colonize in the system. Haunted Start unlocks an interesting New Game Plus scenario. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. You do have to beat the Haunted Start first, though. You should look through the constellation you found the Hypershunt in. Really now? Hold on, where is it? I know it's one of these? No? Where was it? It was on the left side somewhere. There it is. So this constellation. Morum. Alright, well, you know what? I'll take your word for it. Let's go. The other megastructure spawn within 10 light years. Okay. Gotcha. There's still the gravitational dynamo, which I haven't touched, but, yeah, we can look at that afterwards. Ten light years, eh? That's 3.8, 5, so we've got to check all of these, then. Well, let's start over here. The other Hypershunt. Well, some people are saying there might be only one in Ashes of the Domain. Do I already know this? Yeah. Okay. So are the megastructures... wait, are the megastructures always in the center of the system? Around the star? There are definitely two? Okay. Because I don't even know what the other megastructures are. Does it add new ones? Alright, let's kill these guys. Hit him with the swarm. Right now, I do need to dip my fellow gamers. I'll see you later, cooler guy. One ship complex, one mining station, 2 hypershunts, 1 dynamo. Planet bound. Okay. So I'll have to check the planets then. Yes, may your tax frauds go forever unpunished. Just like Yoshi. Yeah, one problem with Sierra is that as soon as the enemies are in range at all, she just spams the phase ability, even when it doesn't really make sense. It's like, you know, it kind of defeats the point of having shields if you act like a phase ship. But, I mean, she's still strong enough to be worth having, so I guess it's not that bad. Can you stop freaking out? Look how useless your paladin is. He's not even shooting down all these missiles. You're a failure. You're a fraud. They're visible before the survey. Okay. So I don't even... Well, I mean, if I'm going to show up to the planet, I'll survey it anyways. So that just leaves these two. Alright. We're on a megastructure hunt now. Well, there's definitely some guys fighting in orbit, but... Oh, they're not fighting. Oh, okay. I just assumed that they were going to fight, because that's what they always do, but... They didn't. Peaceful. Well, nothing here. They just went into the sun. Yeah, the AI pathing sometimes doesn't seem to understand that you can't just drive into the sun. But they will try. By God, they're going to try. Provider. What does that even do? Oh, this is pretty... Sector's premier source of domestic and luxury goods. Instantly. Okay. 10,000. What do we get? Planetary Defense 3 when it hits 100,000? Shiro. Alright, well let's go directly there. Earth Defense Force 8 begins now. They're not on number 8 now, are they? There's no way. There's no way they've made that many of them. Yeah, once again, the black hole has let us down. Maybe, wait, no, hold on. Maybe there's something orbiting the black hole itself. Let's have a look. The latest was 6? Yeah, that's what I thought. A research station? Yeah, good enough. Lots of spin-offs, too. Well, that makes sense. EDF-7 begins now. Well, they're probably working on... I mean, if they've made 6, they're probably working on 7. I just didn't think they'd reached 8 yet. There we go. Mining station. We need to colonize... Oh, you need to colonize the specific planet to claim the megastructure. Wait, they made the icon take up 2 slots? I didn't even know you could do that. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Ooh. Okay. Extracting and refining an enormous amount of resources. Yeah, no kidding. So I'm guessing it just extracts a ton of resources, and other than that, it's not particularly interesting. 2 icon slots, is that illegal? It might be. Diffuse volatiles, worthless SMH. True. No, you're right. Glad I come back to be uncovering insanely rare structures. Well, apparently, they spawn within a certain radius of the hypershunt. So it wasn't that hard to find. That one will fuel all the other megastructures on its own, pretty much. Interesting. Research. Oh, okay. So I need to throw a combat drone replicator and catalytic core into storage. Okay. I guess we can do that. I mean, there's a megastructure. Might as well colonize it. Let's go. Probably distributed, right? It would only really benefit from mining. Any other industries would get hurt by that. Doesn't matter. Urban. Sorry, new here. Is this ever going to Steam? It might end up on Steam, but yeah, Alex is only considering that after the game is like fully finished, because the updates take a long time in between, and he doesn't want to launch in an unfinished state with, like, you know, 9 months, 12 months between updates. Yeah, I think we'll just do the standard. Interesting. Can we upgrade this? No, it looks like we can't do anything with it. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. Yeah, I don't think we can do mining. Look at that. It looks like the megastructure takes the place of mining. Okay. Yeah, it counts as an industry too. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Then, way station. Ground defense, sure. Pluto mining station, yeah. Ah, right, it's probably here. Oh. Well, we just colonized... Hold on. Epsilon Morum. So, that one probably. Acquire... Oh, we don't have this resource, though. Okay, so we can't do that. Once again, it requires a resource that we don't have. Okay, so this thing's not going to do much until we repair it. But yeah, all the megastructures require this thing, which we're going to get from a different colony. Not Monaco, it's the other one. This one, as soon as it gets size 6, or size 4, which is going to be a little while. Okie dokie. It craps out a ton of refined metals. So not only does it mine them, it also refines them? Interesting. You should still find the last mega. Is it also within that radius? Well, first I want to get this research project started, so I'm going to go drop a combat drone into the research. Yeah, I've got one of those. I've got 5 of those. Okay. There's still a shipyard. Yeah, I'll go looking for that in a second. Yeah, that only uses 2, so I've got enough. Barely. Wait, we do have a research facility here, right? No, it's queued. It's not actually finished. Okay. Let's head over to Monaco. I've only ever found the shipyard, but it's great. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, good. We can queue up station low tech. When it comes to pointing at megastructures, they're in the Gates tab. Are they? I mean, the Ark is here. The other ones aren't. Anything that lets me have 2 astrals in my fast pick at his peak. That's true. No doubt about it. The so-called fast picket. You know, the fast part of that picket is the fighters. Right, so we're going to go to research facility. We drop off these. We drop off the drone replicator and 1 catalytic core. And that should let us start. Go to research. Yeah, there we go. Then finally, all we need is 14 data banks. So we've got way more data banks than we actually need for the macro-industrial complex. Okay. Neat. May I ask you to quickly check community posts? Hold on. What I think of what? Hold on, it's a bit weird how the community posts work, because it's like, I can see them, but I can't comment on them. I'm not exactly sure what YouTube is doing with that. I am seeing a lot of ships. I'm not sure what you're... Like, there's the... I definitely see a UAF ship in there. But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be getting out of that. Deployed, 959 out of 240. So did you like... Wait. Normally you would just increase the limit. Why does it say out of 240? How did that happen? That's 959 DP worth of deployed ships. Oh yeah, because those look like Dustkeeper ships, right? Interesting. Not sure how you did that. Just allied ships in station battle? Yeah, because you can increase... Because you can... Okay. So, settings. So, right now battle size is set to 400. You can go into the files and increase the upper limit here. But it doesn't look like you did that. Because it still says 240. Disregard. Which reminds me, though, I've never actually used this. I tried to use them to help fight the Ark, but it didn't work. I could have used them to help fight the hegemony. Alright, let's go look for the shipyard. Legio invasion attacking my force with Dustkeeper bros helping out. Maybe Dustkeepers, when they reinforce you, are just allowed to go over the limit. What? The Dictate's mad at me, are they? I mean, they can be mad all they like. They're gonna die. No, I have to manually order them, because as soon as the Vanguards activate their burn drive, suddenly it starts flickering which one's going where. Are your Relic Hunters still out? I don't think so. I think they returned and I just stopped sending them. Look at that speed difference. Everybody else is up here. The poor Atlas is trying its best. You know, sometimes I think the Centurion's just kind of a better Vanguard, honestly. I mean, the Vanguard does get more missiles, but that shield on the Centurion counts for a lot. What's going on? What? Good question. Well, right now the Centurion is mad that I'm making fuel. So they attacked me. Probably not the best move, honestly. Centurion is edgy. Is it? It looks pretty round to me. Bonk. Just zoom out. Oh man, classic capital ship. It sees something over here and is now turning around the long way. Classic. What the hell was that sound? You guys heard that, right? What? That was quite odd. I have no idea what made that sound. That was a drone IED from Dustkeepers. Okay. Well, that would make sense. Possibly. Maybe from one of these control nodes it spawned in. But the sound mixing on that one did not blend in with the game. Let me just put that out there. Yeah, it sounds like a Dustkeeper's Guild. Alright. Yeah, I definitely saw the little picket. I did not know that it would go IED mode. And the sound effect is... Yeah, the sound effect currently does not blend in well with the game. It was a bit loud. Yeah, we can let them go. It's whatever. Okay, I think I was just going home. Oh yes, Centurion Dictat ships destroyed. They really like that for some reason. They really hate the Centurions, specifically. Alright, I did collect these so I could make a stable point, right? Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Storage. We can store all of this crap. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, wait, more blueprints. You can sell those. Okay. And that. Got it. Create stable location. We can. There we go. Stable location number 3. What should I build there? Got nav buoy and... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't build anything. I should put a wormhole. I should put a wormhole anchor, of course. Yeah, I guess I'll keep carrying these around, whatever. He who controls the Lopter controls the sector. Yeah. Hypershun... Oh, that's right. We also... Maybe I don't want a wormhole anchor. Hold on. Because if I want to activate the hypershunt, that might be key to actually taking advantage of it. Although, to be fair, this planet already kind of has too much stuff on it. I don't think it can fit any extra industries. But I guess it depends on what the thing actually... what it actually does. I could always shut down the Nova Exploria. That is an option. Maybe move the capital somewhere else. Can I make another one? No, I can't. Okay, so we're at the limit. That's already maxed out. Okay. Install the mod that adds the funny scroll bar. I mean, if there's a separate mod that allows that, then maybe I should do that. You can't move a capital? What? You sure? There's no way to, like, downgrade this to a regular population and then move the capital somewhere else? Although, to be fair, it kind of doesn't make sense to do that when this is already size 8. Nope. Okay. So it's permanent. Interesting. Oh, our event progress is at -1. Thanks to the Dust Keepers. It'll only progress if we piss off this engine some more. Find the shipyard now, yes. That is the next on the agenda. Should probably get fuel first. Ooh, time to use Gato travel. What is T-Codal again? Yeah, that's a good question, a random person. I'll wait for a guy being a dude to answer, because... not that I forget. The Child of the Lake, the start you get from being the haunted... Oh, okay, so the Child of the Lake is the name of the... okay. So it's the one you get after you beat the haunted run. Is it something like ship necromancy, or something like that? Grand Colonies. Has penalty for going too far overboard. Okay. Might add that one next time. Haunted start is goated, never felt more like a schizo. Oh, well, that's a good sign. We'd love to hear that. Looking for a mega shipyard. Well, it's not here. LARP has Dustkeepers in the Haunted start. I was thinking probably Mayasura instead. Go Nexerolin, start as Mayasura, but with like the Haunted start. Well, we'll leave these guys alone for a second. I'm looking for a shipyard. There's at least a gate here, so we can travel around a bit faster. You can see the shipyard from orbit. Yeah, so I've heard. I'm still going to survey the planets. Might as well. If I'm already going over there. Oh, I did still have tech hunters out. Huh. Well, I guess I should just keep doing that. Hold on, it's policies, no, overview, capital abilities. Refurbishment barge. An additional S-mod. Hold on. What if Sierra got another S-mod? Either that or my main ship. I mean, there is also this thing with the neural core. I mean, Unstoppable Force, ECCM, and that Surefire Impact is kind of crazy on this thing. Give to Sierra, she deserves it. Can't argue with that logic. Let's check out the gate. And then I guess we'll check out that planet. I don't think there's much point in S-modding this because it's already kind of at the limit of its flux. If anything, I'd probably S-mod the targeting unit and just get more capacity. That's probably the best way to use this. Well, either I guess I could S-mod advanced optics as well. Yeah, I think we'll do targeting unit. Either grab advanced optics or just get more capacity. Possibly more dissipation. Yeah, let's go with that. Why didn't you S-mod one of her hull mods? Are you sure? Because I already did a Concord. That's that. Oh, she has degraded shields. Maybe I should repair that. Maybe. You could have all three at once? You can do that? That doesn't sound right. Because you can only have one of them at a time. I don't know why S-modding them would allow you to bypass that. Concord is just what she uses to drive the ship. Concord Whisper Song. No, that doesn't seem right. No, Concord is this one. I'm talking about Whisper Song here. I have Whisper Song. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, okay, we're going to need more exotic matter for this. Yeah, so I'm just going to say there's no shipyard here. Okay. So yeah, I think we can check this section. That should be... That'll probably find it, because we've already done all of these. Oh, we didn't do Zenobia. That might be it. Let's go check Zenobia. She can have all at the same time? What? Really? Well, I wish I'd known that earlier. I just assumed she could only have one, because that would make the most sense, right? Oh my god, she can't have all of them. Why? What? Wait, Soulbound, what does this do? Ship to interface base and direct. Direct towards the flagship before unfazing a short distance away. What? So she can jump to the flagship or pull the flagship to herself? Oh boy. Serenity. Probably don't care that much about that one. Yeah, I think the only one I would want is Fervor anyways. Now, these others seem a bit wonky. Unoptimized Sierra, time to restart the run. No. Soulbound is super broken. I mean, it sounds weird, but I guess I'll give it a shot. Fuck it, we Soulbound now. Although it does say it can't drag a capital ship, and technically, the Atlas Mark II is a capital ship. Yeah, we'll just find out what it does in combat. Basically to pull her out of trouble. Yep, that would be the shipyard. So it was in the same constellation. Nice. Okie dokie. Well, I guess if it can't pull the capital ship and all it does is pull her out of trouble, then I guess we won't use it. We'll just stick to this. Alright, we found the shipyard. Hooray! I guess we'll colonize. Amazing. Throw in some waste station. Repair. Get some crew back. Waste station and ground defenses. Okay. Yippee! Yes. Yippee indeed. Oh, it's... Wait, hold on. Yeah, it was 5 stability, now it's up to 10. Okay. We're good. You get it when she basically confesses to you. Yeah, I do think that happened at one point, and I just never checked what the hull mod did. AI waifu. Yes, 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 it's the AI waifu. We know. Current strength, well, it sounds like a you guys problem. Figure it out. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here for today. I'm still recovering from my deadly illness, the common cold, and I'm feeling a little bit out of it. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. The scandals that the Lion of Sindria is married to an AI. Nah, that's just hegemony propaganda. Paint old slot? I will. Gonna wait for LobCorp. I think I'll do LobCorp tomorrow. Tomorrow should be nice and refreshed, and we'll do the LobCorp stream that we skipped on Friday. Feel better soon? Thank you. Please leave 500 voicemails. No. Yeah, alright. A nice crayon finish. Yes, it'll be beautiful. Alright, I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Lobster.